Welcome to the Diva Deets, the ultimate podcast for women over 40 who are ready to take control of their health, ditch the diets, and lose weight for good. I'm your host and coach, Danya Powers, and I want to talk about something that so many women are experiencing, but really almost nobody says out loud or doesn't really understand how to nail what they're feeling. And that is that if your weight loss plan that you're on only works when things are calm, you don't actually have a plan. It's not a real plan. And none of us actually live in quiet, calm, perfect worlds. We are living in real life. We are living in alarm clocks, kids, grandkids, work, stress, exhaustion, family life, fighting with your spouse, getting along with your spouse, having dates with your spouse. Stuff is not always calm. Laundry, appointments, doctor's appointments, hormones. And someone in your life, if you have lived over the age of 40, even if you don't have kids, someone in your life will always need you. They will always need you. And so, like most plans, we are on a retreat really with no responsibilities. I always end up with dirty glasses right before a podcast. And normally I stop the podcast, but we're not going to today. We're going to just clean my glasses on the podcast and then jump back in. Think about how you have tried to lose weight in the past. Think about how most women try to lose weight, right? We have a tendency to do it like our house is a really good example. Like, I'm going to keep my house perfectly clean as long as no one walks in. And then once someone walks in, you kind of get that, well, screw it, I'm not even going to clean anymore. And I've done that before, so I totally get that mentality. Some of you are like, but it's true, because I was very much stuck in all or nothing mentality for a long time. Because you've cleaned the house, and you're like, it's clean as long as nobody comes in. And then the kids come home, throw their football equipment on the ground. The dog runs through after, you realize, oh gosh, it's raining and I just mopped the floors. Someone spills something. The cat throws up. My cat doesn't throw up in like one location. He does this, what is my gosh, my menopausal brain, the guns that machine gun. My gosh, he does like this machine gun. You know what I mean? So it's never just one spot. And then I think, oh, or maybe you do too, like, well, now it's ruined. Have you seen that Family Guy episode? Ruined. That's what most diet plans are like, truthfully. And they not only not work that way, then they only work when you have energy, and then they only work when you're not stressed, and then they only work when you can cook or have time to cook, and then they can only work when you can work out, and then they can only work when you focus. And the moment that real life hits, you already are like, oh, forget it. I don't have time to do this. I'm not going to be able to do this. This is maybe another lifetime, or maybe when the kids grow up, or maybe when it's later, and maybe. And, you're slowly killing yourself by not taking care of yourself. So you're literally taking time away from the other humans in your life that still very much need you. Does that make sense? And you didn't fail. I don't want to make you feel like you failed. Your plan just wasn't built for a real woman's life. It just wasn't. And I feel like this gets worse in our 40s, and nobody really talks about that. And that's why I want to talk about this today, because there have been moments in my life that I have felt very lost and very frustrated because I didn't know that things were going to happen the way that they did. Because in your 20s, you could kind of push through chaos and you would still get results. In your 30s, you could still kind of push through chaos and get results. But in your 40s, something happened and your body said, whoa, no more. I am tired of being the only one taking care of you to keep you alive. We're going to stop some of these processes. We're going to start making, you're going to start noticing joints hurting because I'm having to steal to pay. It's the whole rob Peter to pay Paul kind of concept happening inside of your body. It doesn't work that way anymore when you're in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s. Stress equals inflammation that doesn't just go away on its own. Lack of sleep equals hormone disruption that doesn't just go away on its own. Undereating equals a stalled metabolism that doesn't just go away. It continues to get less and less. It adapts to whatever you're feeding it. So if you're eating 800 calories, your body's adapting, doing whatever it needs to shut off in your body and making it work to adjust to that 800 calories. So your body's reacting to chaos, but it's also reacting to the calories. But it's not just the calories, it's reacting to the chaos. I want you to think about like your crock pot. Do you guys do a lot of crock pot cooking? I have a white chicken chili recipe that's phenomenal that I love, but we use the crock pot a lot in the winter because it just is nice to have. I mean, it already sucks to be outside. It's nice to have warm smells inside of my home. Maybe that's a weird thing, but fat loss after 40 is a lot like a crock pot. You don't need to keep opening the lid to see if dinner is ready. You don't dump it out because it doesn't smell done yet. You set it and you let it cook. You set it and forget it, right? Most women feel different about that. They try to treat their body more like a microwave. They want instant results, and if they don't get that, they quit. And I talk about that a lot, but really think about that for a moment. Like it's as if you are brewing coffee and you're sitting there waiting. Let's say it's just K-cup coffee. You're sitting there waiting for it to be like, and then the brew starts. Here's the thing. If you are just like, oh, screw it, it's not going to work, and you take the coffee cup out, or just sit there and take the coffee cup out and watch the coffee pour. That's what women are doing. They're just literally letting their body have to constantly restart and reset because they are pulling out before they can even finish the process. It's the same thing. You're just doing that microwave process. Your metabolism is a slow cooker now. It will forever be a slow cooker now. It's very important that you back away, step from it, and accept that. And the sooner that you accept that, life will be better for you. It needs consistency, not drama. How many of you want to escape drama, but you are the biggest drama queen in your life because you're not giving yourself the time to reset? My word for 2026 is, what year is it? I almost said 2024. My word for 2026 is presence. And here's what I have noticed. I am taking my time with each thing. One of the first things that I've noticed is instead of being rushed for each little thing, trying to push through each little thing, I'm stopping and choosing to be present. I'm very aware of that word. I feel like it was very much shown to me by God that I need to be very present. And I'm late for things, so I'm having to plan ahead more so that I'm not late. And, initially, I work at a gym very casually. I work at a gym. I work out at a gym. I have a gym home. It's called Co Strength and Fitness in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. And she was like, "You're never late," and I was like, "I know. I am being okay with things not being perfect, and that is my word for this year, right? It's just being present." And I actually do think this is a perfect place to pause because everything we're talking about right now comes to stress, inflammation, and recovery. And I do have a new partnership. That is why I partnershiped with Zevo Life. They are a great little company that I am super proud to be part of, and I love their products. They literally feature one product, which is what intrigued me about them, because what is so special about this product? It's a patented microalgae superfood that gives you protein, fiber, antioxidants, and minerals in literally 1 teaspoon a day. They recommend glass, which a lot of people are really, really hanging around glass these days for mixing things in. But they have this cute little mug. It comes with a little canister set with a little copper colored teaspoon that you take. You just take a teaspoon a day. And I have noticed a big difference especially coming back from the holidays, my gut health. Everybody around me is sick. Guess what? I'm not sick. And the only thing I changed was adding Zevo Life to my world, and inflammation. And the three biggest things of women over 40 that keep us very, very, very stuck right now is feeling puffy, feeling sore, and feeling tired. And, just reality, we need something. We all need something. This is simple, especially if you don't like to swallow pills, which is another reason why I partnered with them. A lot of my clients will not swallow pills. So, like, take a vitamin. It's hard to get them to take a vitamin. And let's face it, the gummies out there suck. I don't recommend that you take any of them. Most of them don't even have trace amounts of the actual supplement that you're looking for in it if you do the research on the actual company. And you're just basically paying to digest gummy and sugar and fructose and whatever else is in it. This company, Zevo Life, is giving my listeners 30% off if you use the code DIVADEETS. That's DIVADEETS at checkout at Zevo.life. And, it's a big part of what we're starting to do is get recognized by some companies. So I'm super honored that this company allowed me to come under their little fold of a sales opportunity. And also it's a product that I really do love and believe in. I did try it first before I tried to sell it. And like I said, everybody around me is sick. If everybody around you is sick, this is the way to go. The best way to grab it is I either put it in, I have it mixed with a hydration packet so that I'm getting my electrolytes as well, even though it does have electrolytes in it. Flavor-wise, it doesn't really have too much of a taste. It tastes a little bit kind of like fresh grass smells. And so it is very green because it is a super food. It's a super microalgae. So Ziva.life, use code DivaDeets, get your 30% off. And let's get back to our message, okay? We were talking about needing consistency and not drama, and a real plan is what we all need. So because what actually works in our life right now is having a real plan, right? That is simple meals, that is repeatable workouts, that is habits that you can do even when you're super tired, and a structure that will survive bad days. End of story, period. Because women who get results are not perfect. They are not. If you go to my Instagram at Danya Powers EC, you will notice one of my featured clients is Michelle. I feature her for a purpose. She has been with me for 2 years. She just signed up for a 3rd year with me. She's down 47 inches and 42 pounds, which is great. But she is what I would call the example of sustainability. And we use her as an example a lot because life does not give you perfect moments. And the people that are trying to get it done fast, you will fail. And I don't want you to fail anymore. So I use Michelle as a poster child because low and slow, crock pot is the way to go. And we used to joke. I kept telling her, I was like, when she first started, she's like, I'm not making much progress. I'm not making fast progress. And I was like, sister, the tortoise won for a reason. Because he just didn't quit. And he was slow and steady. Slow and steady. The rabbit loses every time. Let me say that again. The rabbit loses that hare, whatever you call him, he loses every dang time. Because he's trying to do it too fast. I don't want you to be that person. I want you to be low and slow. I want you to crockpot this crap, okay? So women who get results are like Michelle. They stay in it even when it's messy. She doesn't have a perfect life. We all deal with trauma. She went through divorce last year. She doesn't have a perfect life. She had to move back home after the divorce because, of course, they had to sell the home. And that's what builds confidence. And that Michelle is probably the most confident. In fact, I can tell you straight up, she's so confident, it's fun to be around her. She says, nods. When I sit down to eat at a restaurant with her, she's eating food with confidence. She's not eating food terrified of what she's going to eat in front of me because we both understand that food is fuel. And that is what builds momentum. And that is what will change your body over time. And that's what we want. That is exactly what we want. And I'm doing this because I created a free 14-day challenge that starts on January 19th. So you've got to get in. You're going to find the link in the notes, but it is called the 2026 Shift. And I want to shift women's thinking out of got to get it done super fast to let's do this for life. Let's stop starting over and let's just pick up where we left off because this is how it's done. And so in those 14 days that starts January 19th, we're going to give you a system that really works for real life, truly. And we're going to get simple meals, simple workouts inside of my app. You'll have instructions for every single workout that you do during the 14 days. It's gym or home workouts. It's daily structure. It's habits that we're creating together for 2 weeks and a community inside of Facebook that keeps you from disappearing. And it's free, it's simple, and it's the perfect way to start building momentum again. The link is going to be in my bio, or you can actually find it on inside of my bio, or the link inside of the bio. The link is going to be in the show notes, or you can actually find it in my bio, my bad, on Instagram at Danya Powers EC. We start January 19th. I'm recording this January 13th. I will be posting this today, so I'm expecting you to jump on this. Don't wait on this, okay? And if you know you already want deeper support, I still have 9 coaching spots. January is the only month that I open up 10. I don't normally open up that many coaching spots, but I have 9 coaching spots open this month for women who are ready to lose 20 to 30 pounds over the next 90 days and to stop starting over. If that is you, I need you to comment on this podcast. Find me on Instagram at Danya Powers EC. Find me on Facebook at Danya Powers and comment the word ready. And I will reach out and see how I can support and help you through that. That way, you're getting weeks of real coaching, not chaos, not guessing. Okay. I want to make sure that you know that I know that 2026 is your year. This is your year to change the woman that you're becoming, to show the world that it can be done. And I want to make sure that you also know that I am here for you. I literally am the person that answers every single one of the people that reaches out to me. I've had women reach out and say, hey, I follow you on my podcast and blah, blah, blah. And I usually try to make sure that I give them a free resource when they reach out to me and say, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm following you. I have a huge following in Canada. Hello, Canada. Super nice to have all of you. And I do have a pretty decent following starting up in the UK as well. And we do have some English-speaking countries down in Africa that I wasn't aware were following me. So we're kind of all over the world now, but we're primarily based in the United States. And I'm super thankful to be living the life that I'm living. And I'm super thankful to be the coach that I've become. There are a lot of really great things on the horizon. We have another podcast episode coming out this week with my new coach that I hired, Leah Weiler. She is a running coach. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about her because it's an opportunity to promote. But if you've ever thought about running races and you don't know where to start, because it is fun. They are all over the place. They're all over the world. You can go run races all over the world. And if you have thought, gosh, that would be fun, but I don't know where to start and I don't know if I can run, she is the coach for you. She can start you from couch all the way to whatever size race that you want. If you're already a runner and you're trying to get faster, but you can't figure out how to get faster, she is the coach for you. She was a very competitive athlete all the way through middle school, high school, and college. She was seated first at the collegiate level for marathoning. In her senior year, she got severely injured. And she has had to come back from major injury, the huge kick to the ego within that, and then had to get fast again. And then also she had a baby. I've got a beautiful grandson named Ezra, and Ezra took the wind out of her sails yet again. She had the worst pregnancy. She had what's called HG. She threw up for 9 months, 24 hours a day. And so we've been working on building her muscle back, and she's had to, again, rebuild from scratch. So she knows how to rebuild your body postpartum. She knows how to take care of you. So she has all the angles. She does work with men, and where I just work with women, she works with men and women. She loves working with men, actually. Men are super fast, and they push her a lot, in addition. And if you are in Tennessee, she signed up. Her birthday package for me was signing up for a bunch of local races. So you might actually even get to race with your coach if you hire her as a coach. If you are interested in Leah, comment the word. Just find me on Facebook at Danya Powers or find me on Instagram at Danya Powers EC and comment the word run, and I will send you her information and you can hop on a call with her. And she has 5 openings and that's it right now. So it is a quick first come, first serve. But listen, I do appreciate you all. I know that I haven't been on here to say Happy New Year, and 2026 is your year. My word this year is the word presence. You guys are walking through the last 4 months of age 49, coming to age 50, which I'm so freaking excited about. I'm still trying to finish my 49 things before 50. The one that I for sure missed last year was apple picking. It just slipped through the radar. And so I do need to try to replace that one. We're going to go to a cherry festival on the East Coast in spring. And so I'm hoping that maybe we can find some fun stuff to do that would replace that. But I've got all kinds of stuff to do before I turn 50 years old that you get to join me for. So make sure you're following me. Follow me on socials at Danya Powers on Facebook, at Danya Powers EC on Instagram and TikTok. And then, of course, if you're not following me on YouTube, come find me Empowered Coaching at Danya Powers. I would love to grow my YouTube. That following has been one that I've been scared to grow. If I'm just being honest with you, there are some of the meaner people on YouTube, but there's also some of the sweetest people on YouTube. And so I have come to realize that I just need to build it and be okay with the fact that there's always going to be people picking on me. It is what it is, right? And I want to make sure that you guys know that you've got support, that I'm in your corner, and I want the best for you in all ways. So until next time, stay strong, stay consistent, and stay fabulous, my divas. Love you guys.
Thanks for tuning into this latest episode of the Diva Deets. If this helped you and you found it valuable, share it with a friend who needs to hear it. Ready for more support? Join my free Facebook community or join my coaching community. The details are in the show notes. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, stay strong, stay consistent, and stay fabulous, my divas.